Alright, this is protect and build. Protect and build. Protect and build, where we are doing market penetration. Market penetration, where we want to sell more existing product to existing market. We want to sell more of the existing product to the existing market. Right, so how are we doing that? We are doing that through the refurbishment of stores, and also training. So why do we want to do training? Right, we want to improve the customer experience. Right, the next one that you see here, we are also going to close 20 shops. So part of protect and build is also withdrawal. This withdrawal is not product, it's withdrawal from markets. Products are still being sold. We are just withdrawing from the market where there is no incentive, there is no demand in those areas. Okay, there's no demand in those areas. Okay, so that's very simple. The first slide is very easy, right? It's the second slide and the third slide that creates a little bit of concern. Okay, now what is the second slide looking at? If you go on to the second slide, they say they are using their whole range of products to sell on the website. Okay, which is good. That's an online, because website should give you better reach. Website should give you better reach to customers. Okay, website should give you better reach to customers, right? Possibility to develop other gift ideas such as flowers, greeting cards, and so forth. So this one we want to do complement. These are complement products. These are complements, right? The next one that we have there, role in international sales growth. Focus of growth in international websites. Next one that we have there, role in international sales growth. Focus of growth in international website sales in the next 5 years, right? So this is the international market. Okay, so this is market development. This is market development, that is to sell existing products to overseas markets where Dulce already has a brand, already has existing products to existing markets. Where are these markets? These markets are the international markets where Dulce already has brand awareness. Okay, this is good because why? There's growing sales, right? Is the third slide, retail partners. Strong growth in Dulce's box chocolate ranges to supermarket in the last 2 years. So if we use supermarkets, we are still doing market penetration. If we are using the supermarkets, we are using market penetration. We aim to sell wider range of products to retail partners in the next 2 years, right? So we want to increase product range. Increase the range of products to retailers, and maybe we also want to look at Aim to sell wider range of retail partners in the next 2 years. So what we want is more retailers. So we want more retailers means we want to extend the reach. Right, so we want to extend the reach roughly around there, right? So once you have understood all these things, then you can explain to them one slide per slide, right? You can talk about slide 2 and then slide 3 and then slide 4, right? Okay, now the next one that we see is they got some new products, all right? Okay, but this one will not affect us too much in that answer, okay? So the others we can ignore for now, okay? Just make sure you understand this particular information, okay? Okay, right? Okay, right. So now let's go to the question, right? So this is going to be accompanying notes. Accompanying notes for slide 2, that is talking about the Dulce shop strategy. The Dulce shop strategy, right? So what can we say about the Dulce shop strategy, right? This is the initial distribution channel that was used and is still used to sell the full range of Dulce products in Northland. Okay. Initially, there were 165 stores across Northland. 165 stores across Northland. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. 165 stores across Northland. Right or not? Okay. Now, in order to maintain growth, it is recommended that the retail store concept is still retained. Okay. In order to maintain growth, it is recommended that the retail store concept is still retained, and to improve customer experience, in order to improve customer experience and to improve the physical evidence and the ambience of the stores, a refurbishment of stores, is recommended. Stores is recommended to take away the lethargic image of the stores. Lethargic image means what? The brand is too old, you don't change everything, it looks too traditional, right or not? So you have to change the interior, right or not? You look at every company, they will do that, changing of the interior to make it more modern, to project a modern image or whatever. Okay, recommended to take away the lethargic image of the stores and to improve experience To improve customer experience, the training of employees is also recommended. The training of employees is also recommended, right? Especially for walk-in customers. And this is believed that better service can establish better relationship with customers, better relationship to customers, and promote customer loyalty. I'm sure if you go to a certain place and if you like how you're being treated, you like to go back there, isn't it? Right or not? So on that way, we are looking at it, right? Since the country has been experiencing a decline in economy, for the last 3 years, this has also affected Dulce. Okay, this has also affected Dulce. The revenue of the retail stores in some areas have been declining. The revenues of the retail stores in some areas have been declining as a result of the recession. That reflects a dampened demand for Dulce's product. As such, it is recommended that 20 retail stores be discontinued. That 20 retail stores in Nordland be discontinued, right? This will help Dulce to contain the cost of the business and focus its attention in areas where there is growth. To conclude, the strategy here is one to protect and build. And to focus on the current market and the current products of Dulce. Okay. And the current products of Dulce. So that one is talking about the slide. There's another part of the question that we need to look at. What is the other part of the question that we need to look at? If you remember, which one is that? The attainment of strategic aims. The attainment of strategic aims of Dulce. Okay. Now, does this strategy attain the strategic aim or does not attain the strategic aim? Right. The proposed sale development the proposed sales development here will still sustain the strategic aim. What is the strategic aim? That is to ensure that the products of Dulce are made available where the demand is. Are made available where the demand is. Right or not? Okay. It will. Okay. The refurbishment. The refurbishment of stores and training will ensure that customers continue to benefit from Dulce, as no products are discontinued. As no products are discontinued, we are still selling the full range of product, right or not? Okay. The withdrawal of stores are in locations where there are no demand. Where there is no demand. Is it too small for you? Okay, then we take it to another slide, okay? Okay, right. So where was I? Yeah, okay. The withdrawal of stores are in locations where there are no demand for the products of Dulce. Hence, it does not have any negative effect on the strategic aim. Now, if customers want to buy, okay, if there is demand, if there are customers who still choose to buy, they can buy from other channels, such as what? Such as the website, or you can go to the supermarket. Other channels such as the website or the large supermarket chain that is dispersed all over Northland. So the consequences is very minimal, isn't it? Right or not? Okay. Okay. Right. So that is the first one. Okay, so just look at the answers, right? I'm sure you are able to generate the same thing, right or not? Okay, so if that was for slide 1, now we go for slide 3. Slide 2, now we go for slide 3. Accompanying notes for slide number 3. Right, what is the title for slide number 3? Dulce's website strategy. Okay, accompanying notes for slide number 3, Dulce's website strategy. Okay, so far ENSOP only tested once, 2019. Okay, so very high possibilities of it coming out again, right? It can either come out in March or it can come out in June, right? Now, what is the accompanying notes for slide number 3? Right now, this is to improve the reach of the product. Reach of the products to the markets in Northland. The website can sell the entire range of Dulce's products. The entire range of Dulce's products, because online only one, right? To any market. Okay, it targets both segments. It targets both segments of customers, individuals, as well as corporates. Okay, individuals as well as corporates. In terms of sales growth, the website strategy can encourage greater market penetration. Can encourage greater market penetration, where we can sell more products to the existing market. We can sell more products to the existing market. With the development of a service network, collaboration among leisure, food and souvenirs companies or souvenir sellers can be established. Souvenir sellers can be established. This is to cross-sell chocolates with flowers or other gifts. Flowers or cards, I don't know, or other gifts, right? Or other gifts to take advantage. Of seasonal demand, of such special occasions and seasons in Northland. Okay, this website strategy,
here's what I found.
This website strategy will surely attain the strategic aim of the company. Will surely attain the strategic aim of the company. What's the strategic aim of the company? To ensure that the products of Dulce is available in the area that it is demanded. That is demanded because the website can reach anywhere, right or not? Okay, so this will encourage greater market penetration, right? Now, in view of what? In view of the forecasted forecast growth in international website-based sales and the growing demand for Dulce's products in its neighboring countries. In view of forecast growth in international website and the growing demand for Dulce's product in neighboring countries, this will create an impetus to export Dulce's product via the website. The website will be used to capture sales. You can buy online. We can't send the chocolates through the internet yet, right? But we can capture the sales, right or not? Okay. Create an impetus to export Dulce's product via the website. Via the website to capture sales, right? So this is an attempt for Dulce to develop markets, or in other words, market development. The neighboring countries are already aware the neighboring countries are already aware of Dulce, and this would allow for existing products to be sold in new markets. Would allow for existing products to be sold in new markets. Okay. Now, this again will attain the strategic aim. With a strategic aim of Dulce, in that overseas customers are given the opportunity to benefit or to enjoy Dulce's products. So we did two different formats. The first format we did the strategic aim separately. In the second one, we embedded the strategic aim into the answer itself, right or not? Okay, so you can choose which one you like to do. Would you like to split it up and call attainment of strategic aim and put it here, or do you want to put it together, right or not? Okay, right. That finish. Now you got to go on to the third one. Try the third one for yourself first. Current retail partners, new retail partners, right or not? Okay, see how it goes for you. Try that. These will be accompanying notes for slide number 4. Accompanying notes for slide 4. Okay, so what's the title for slide 4? Retail partners. Slide 4, retail partners, right? Now, retail partners, I want to break them up into 3. One is the current retail partners. After the current retail partners, we are going to look for new retail partners also. Okay, the current retail partners and the new retail partners. Who are the current retail partners? The current retail partners are the supermarkets across Northland. The supermarkets across Northland that have been carrying Dulce's products. Okay, Dulce's products. Now, who are they? Do we know them? They have been carrying the products. Let's go and find that information about them. Okay, like for example, the BB supermarket. They have been supplying BB with a normal range of Dulce brand chocolates for the last 5 years. Okay, right. Or Excelsior. Excelsior is not our current market. High class departmental store. Dulce has not worked. Okay, so we can't use this yet. Right or not? Because we have not worked with Excelsior before. They are considering to work with Excelsior for the new product. Box A, Box B and Box C. Okay, right. Okay. They have been carrying Dulce's products, right? Especially BB supermarket for the last 5 years. For the last 5 years. Okay. Okay, for the last 5 years. Okay. They have been selling our products for the last 5 years. Okay. This strategic partnership is expected to continue and to attain greater market penetration. greater market penetration, to sell a wider range of goods, wider range of products through the supermarket, will enable a better reach to customers throughout Northland, and this will allow the products to be consumed where the demand is, hence attainment of the strategic aim. Strategic aim is simple. That means where people demand the product must be available there, right? So since we are using the supermarket, that will give us a bigger reach. The new retail partners such as departmental stores, such as the departmental stores. I'm just waiting on to check something else. Such as the departmental stores and gift shops. Right? Will extend the reach of the products further. Provided the products are all still sold under the brand name of Dulce. Okay. If we go back and look at the exhibit one more time, just one more exhibit to see. Okay, the exhibit that we want to see is the new product, because there's something called Excelsior. Excelsior is the department store located in the capital city. We have not worked reputation for selling high quality, but the problem is we sell the product A, B and C, it will be sold under Excelsior's own label chocolate. That means what? You must sell it as Excelsior brand, right or not? But if you sell it as Excelsior brand, will customers know that this is Dulce product? They may not know, right or not? Okay. So that's why you say it must be sold under the own brand name label. Okay. Selling Dulce products under the brand name of departmental stores, despite being luxury stores, right, will be unfavorable to Dulce, as customers are unable to identify products as Dulces. Customers are unable to identify product as Dulces, hence the aim to deliver products where demand is may not be realized. Also, we won't like this because why? We become too dependent on who? We are too dependent on the bigger provider. Okay. The extension to gift shops. The extension to gift shops is encouraged, as this will provide a cross-sale opportunity. As this will provide a cross-sale opportunity where gifts and chocolates can be bundled. Up to reflect the demand of customers. This will also extend the reach of Dulce to a segment that was not previously targeted, hence market development. Hence allowing a kind of a market development. Okay. So we looked at two types of question. The first question was Vision PLC, very straightforward, very simple. This one also not too difficult, right? Just got to get into the details. Once you get into the details, you're okay. So these are all just accompanying notes for the 4 slides. Okay, right. So as we started today, right? So we have done that. Now we got to go into the other methods of growth: acquisition, organic growth, and so forth, right? So this is called alternative methods of growth. Alternative methods of growth. Okay. So when you want to talk about alternative methods of growth, what do we need to do? Okay. For alternative methods of growth, there are 3 main methods. There are 3 main methods. So the first one is you could have acquisition, or you have organic growth, or you got acquisition based growth, or the last one is joint development. Okay, joint development. Alright, so what is this organic growth? This organic growth is also known as internal development. Okay, what is this meaning of internal development? This is where the company will grow using own competence. using their own competence and resources. They are not going to buy anyone. Okay. Now this can also be a gradual growth. A gradual growth that will allow you to preserve the own culture. You don't have to change the culture. Besides that, this can also have a paced capital investment or capital expenditure. That means we don't have to pay everything out front. We can pace it up gradually, right? Gradually. And for employees, this is an opportunity. As an opportunity for career development. Okay, you see it as an opportunity for career development. Okay, right. You can also preserve all your IPs. Preserve your IP, your intellectual property, your copyright and things like that, right? But then the gradual growth will become a slow entry. Will become a slow entry, and this can be noticed by rivals. Noticed by rivals, and they can be swift to move to gain the advantage. To gain the advantage, right? So your slow entry, you get the attention of swifter competitors, they may come in. But you may also face entrant barriers in target market. When you enter this market, if you enter, entry is rival plus 1. That means there are 5 rivals there. You go in, you become the 6th, right around 6th company. So since the entry is rival plus 1, this can increase rivalry. Okay, so entry is rival plus 1, you can increase the level of rivalry, right around. Okay, so what I've done here is some advantages and some disadvantages. So whatever we mark it like this is going to become the disadvantages, right? The next one is the acquisition based growth. What is this acquisition based growth? This is to acquire or to procure another firm in the target market. To acquire or to procure another firm in the target market. In the target market, right? Now by doing this, what happens, right? By acquiring this company, okay, this will enable a quick entry. A quick entry into the market. So like for example, when you acquire KitKat and everything, Cadbury, you get access to their product. So here we also gain access to products and the R&D and the market, which is an already available revenue. Okay, because you buy the company, you also get their customers, isn't it? The market. So you already have a revenue there. So that is also an advantage. You inherit the customers and whatever not, right or not. Okay. Now this is also a way to erode entrant barrier, and this will be rival minus 1. Why rival minus 1? The number of rivals don't change. Unlike the rival plus 1. Okay, but of course there are going to be some disadvantages. Okay, there can be an intense and immediate capital flight. This can also lead to opportunity costs. This can also lead to opportunity cost. Besides that, there's also a risk of buying value traps. Okay, just to remind you what is value traps. When MMI bought Boatland, remember the story? Right, if we don't remember that story, then Stewart Rome Group acquiring SRR. Remember all these business units, they were not very good, isn't it? Right or not? So you bought it because of poor due diligence and things like that. Then there can also be culture variances, and this can lead to culture clash, because the company that buys will want their culture to prevail. Right, so these variances can also be a problem. There can also be exit barriers. What is exit barriers? That means you can't leave the sector. Exit barriers means you can't leave the sector. You are locked in the sector. Okay. You can't leave the sector. Right. So that is the exit barrier. Okay. Right. Next one is joint development. What do we have in joint development? As mentioned, joint development, first you have loose networks. Right, after loose networks, you have contractual. That means franchising. Franchising, licensing. Franchising, licensing, and the last one is ownership. JV, joint venture. Right. So what we need to do is we have to go and talk about the loose network. Right. So let's go and look at the loose network. So when you talk about loose networks, there are two types of loose networks. Okay, there are two types of loose network. One is called a one-stop shop, and then the other one is called the other one is known as a social or a service network. Right. So the first one that we have, let's say we talk about loose network number one, one-stop shop. Okay, let's say we talk about a one-stop shop. Okay, so what is this one-stop shop? In this one-stop shop, the customer will buy directly. From the main contractor. From the main contractor, the final product. The final product. So to the customer, to the buyer, only the seller is recognized. That is the main contractor. Right. Then what the main contractor does is, the main contractor will hire subcontractors. Will hire subcontractors to build or to produce the product. To produce the product. These subcontractors complement each other and are interdependent of each other. What we mean by interdependent of each other is the output of one contractor will become the input of the other contractor. So they are interdependent of each other, right? They are not rivals. They are not rivals, but customers are not aware of these subcontractors. Okay, So who can be a main contractor? Example is HDB, Housing Development Board, right? So when you buy an apartment, you buy from HDB, right? But who puts up? There are many other contractors. So every industry also you will have this, right? Now you buy one product from that one company, you know them, but to provide the service, they will hire other subcontractors, right? Now, so you just go and decompose your organization and see whether do we have this kind of a concept there or not, right? It's not only HDB, everywhere also you have those kind of things, right or not? Okay. Then the second one is loose network number 2. Loose network number 2, which is a service network. Which is a service network, right? Which is a service network. In this particular service network, what we can observe is there are many vendors or service providers. There are many vendors or service providers in the network. Okay, so what will happen is customer will make an initial purchase from one of the vendors. This is called the initial link. Okay. Upon purchase, the vendor can recommend the customer to purchase from another vendor, perhaps a complement product. Okay, recommend the customer to purchase from another vendor, perhaps a complement product. Okay, this is called a reference link. This is called a reference link. How is that possible? So let's say you buy an airline ticket. You buy an airline ticket from the airline. Okay, after you buy the airline ticket from the airline, what can the website do? They can recommend you to buy something else, maybe hotels, okay, maybe hotel accommodation. Okay, besides that, car rentals, you can go on, isn't it? Right now, so what are they doing? The initial link is to go and buy an airline ticket, then you buy hotel, car, insurance, car rentals, insurance, right now, okay, hotel bookings, yeah, it's there already, okay, and so forth, right? So example of this would be like KrisFlyer programs, right now. So once you go in already, you can then switch on, you can collect miles and things like that. Okay, the objective here is to lock the customer to the network. So what is the benefit for the customer? The benefit is the customer get points, right or not? Okay, normally they say the network has got no regulation, but of course the network will have some rules to govern service quality. Because if you allow every Tom, Dick and Harry to go into this network, alright, it may affect the reputation of other companies in the network, isn't it? Right now, so there will be some rules to govern. What we can have in this network is we can have indirect rivals. Indirect rivals means they don't sell the same product. So like for example, we could have 5-star hotels, We could have a 5-star hotel in the list, and we can also have a budget hotel. Okay, so although they are hotels, they are not direct competitors, right or not? Okay, the person who wants to go to a 5-star will go to a 5-star, right or not? They won't compare and say, I might as well go to budget, right now. So this is indirect. Or you can have variety of restaurants. Variety of restaurants. You can have a variety of restaurants. Okay, fast food restaurants or fine dining, whatever, right now. But they cannot be direct competitors. They have to be indirect competitors. The reason why you do this is to provide choice to customers. Okay, this is to provide choice to customers, so they can choose from where they want to go and get their products from. Okay, right, so that is your loose network, service network issues right now. So two things, right? The next one that you're going to get is, right, franchising. Franchising and licensing. Okay, now when do we use franchising? Franchising is for like McDonald's business format, right? Franchising and licensing. Okay, so let's look at franchising. So when you do franchising, this is a business format. This is used for business format. Right. This is used for business format, right? So this is also like market development. Also enables market development with a lower outlay of capital, for the franchisor. Because why? The franchisee will also have to bear setup capital, the setup costs. But whatever said and done, the franchisor is still in control. He's still in control of the business format. Is still in control of the business format. Okay, they are still in control of the business format. For the franchisee, they will inherit a proven business format. And the franchisee must pay fee to the franchisor. And is not able to make any changes. Right? But then franchising can also create rivals. At the end, because why? They have developed ideas and entrepreneurs. From not knowing anything, you now know how to run a business. Okay. Now the next one that you have is for licensing. Okay, licensing, right? This is where the licensor will offer the use of their IP to a licensee. So for the licensee, there is no need to reinvent the mill again. Licensee to pay royalties to the licensor. Okay, to pay royalty to the licensor. Right. So with that, what we can do then is go and look for a question. A simple question on question book page number 125. Question book page number 125. Okay, the question that we are looking at is internal development, acquisitions and strategic alliances. Okay, so strategic alliances is also joint development, right? Internal development, acquisitions and strategic developments or strategic alliances are three development methods by which the organization's strategic direction can be pursued. So the first part is easy. Explain the principles of internal development and discuss. Discuss means you must say how appropriate this development method is to EMS. If you think this is yes, then you must say why do you think it's yes. If it's not suitable, why it's not suitable. Okay. Then the second question, same thing. Principles of acquisition, and again discuss. And the third one is principles of strategic alliances and discuss. So the first part of the question are not difficult, because why? You know it or you don't know it. Is the second part of the question that comes in a little bit tricky, because you need to apply and find out which one is suitable. Okay, which one is suitable. So the case, Environmental Management Society EMS was established in 1999. By the environment practitioners who felt that environmental management and audit should have its own qualification. EMS has its own board who report to a council of 8 members. Policy is made by the board and ratified by the council. EMS is registered as a private limited entity. EMS employs staff to administer its qualification. Okay, to administer its qualification. The qualification began as one certificate developed by the original founding member of the society. It has since been developed by members and officers of the EMS into a 4-certificate scheme leading to a diploma. So that means it started as 1, then it went on to 4, and it has now come to a diploma. So this is a kind of a growth. This is a kind of a growth. So what kind of a growth is this? Is this growth by acquisition or organic? Of course, it's internal development growth. Okay. EMS employs full-time staff, full-time chief examiner who is responsible for setting the certificate examination, which takes monthly in training centers throughout the country. No examinations are currently held in other countries, so there is no market development yet. If candidate pass all 4 papers, they can undertake an oral diploma examination. If they pass, they are then eligible to become members. All examinations are open book 1-hour examination preceded by 15 minutes reading time. At a recent meeting, EMS Council rejected the concept of computer-based exam. But there are many types of computer-based exam. Okay, you can still have people writing their answers, isn't it? Candidate numbers for the qualification have been fallen dramatically in the last 2 years. Maturing market. Maturing market means limited customers. Many people who are practitioners in environment management and audit when the qualification was introduced have now gained a diploma. The stream of new candidate and hence members is relatively small. Consequently, the EMS board has suggested that they should now look to attract international candidates. So basically what they're doing now they want to do market development. But unfortunately, they are targeting 3 countries: India, China and Russia. All 3 countries are very large, diverse and difficult to standardize. Notably, any strategy has to recognize that both the EMS board and the council are very cautious and notably risk averse. What's the meaning of risk averse? They want to avoid the risk. EMS is only confident about its technical capability within a restricted definition of environmental management and audit. Attempts to look at complementary qualification areas such as soil and water conservation has been swiftly rejected as being non-core, therefore outside the scope. So that means they are not keen in product development. They are not keen in any other environmental issue. They only want to focus on their own area, right? So now what they want you to do is they want you to think about internal development and discuss whether this is going to be appropriate or it's an inappropriate method. Okay. Page 125, the principles of internal development and if it is appropriate. Okay, internal development at EMS. Okay, what is this principles of internal development? I think the principles of internal development I can let you do, isn't it? Right. So what is internal development? Also known as organic growth. Also known as organic growth, right? Where all growth where the growth is based on the competence and resources of the company. It can be a gradual growth. It can be a gradual growth. With paced capital, investment and the preservation of culture and the protection of the IPs of the company. IP of the company. Okay, so we don't want to say so much about this in terms of the principles. Okay, so we want to go into the next one. The next one would be relevance to EMS. Relevance to EMS. Till now, all growth within EMS has been organic. right? Organic. It started with one certificate. In its qualification and was developed to 3 certificates and eventually and leading to a diploma. And leading to a diploma. Till now, all growth within EMS has been organic. It started with 1 certificate in its qualification and developed to 3 certificates and leading to a diploma. All development has been in-house at EMS, using their own employees and things like that. Okay. However, EMS has no market development experience. Has no market development experience, as till now all growth has been limited to its home country. Okay. Has no market development experience, as till now all growth has been limited to its home country. Okay, so they have not gone overseas or anything like that yet. Okay. Okay, so if that is going to be the case, right, as such, the market expansion to India, China, and Russia, after this simply called ICR. Okay, the growth into India, China, and Russia. Okay, after this simply called ICR. Okay, is seen to be overly ambitious. Overly ambitious, for a small company like EMS. Seen to be overly ambitious for a small company like EMS. The 3 nations, ICNR, are large and diverse countries. With varying cultures within and between and from the culture of EMS. So what do we mean by within? That means within the country itself the culture varies from one place to another place. The culture also varies between them. Okay, the culture also varies between them and also from the cultures of EMS. From the culture of EMS. Okay. Without any experience in market development, and having no international experience, and organic expansion would not be suitable. As this will affect as this can result in a failure due to the lack of resources and competence at EMS. So as such, what would we say? We will say this option is not suitable for EMS. Okay. If this option is not suitable, then what option do you think is going to be suitable? Okay. What's the next one then? Acquisition, isn't it? Okay, acquisition based growth. Okay, what is the principle of acquisition? So we know principles already, isn't it? This is to acquire. Another company in the target market. Acquire another company in the target market to gain immediate access to market, customers, and the products and R&D of the company. Okay. It will erode entrant barriers. It will erode entrant barriers and will reduce rivalry, but will require immediate flight of capital. Immediate flight of capital. So what is the relevance to EMS? Relevance to EMS is based on the expansion plan. EMS will have to acquire at least one player that's a related player in each market. Will have to acquire at least one player in each market. And this is the minimum requirement. That may not be adequate to cover the entire market. Okay, to cover the entire market. Okay. You must acquire at least one, right? But what the concern is the size of the market, the culture, and so forth. The acquisition can require extensive capital that can be limited at EMS. That can be limited at EMS. There is no evidence of retained earnings, and the market is at maturity. Is at maturity without many new customers. As such, the financial constraints. As such, the financial constraints could be a limiting factor at EMS. Debt financing. Even if possible, will be a drag on returns. Debt financing, even if possible, will be a drag on returns. Okay. Besides that, since EMS is risk averse, it will not benefit. It will not gain full benefit from acquiring companies. Why? Why will it not get full benefit from acquiring companies? Since it is focused in its own technical competence, the qualifications of other acquired companies will not be taken. That means it's going to ignore these products as they are not within the expertise of EMS. So meaning that EMS is not keen in product development, and thus this will waste the acquisitions. So conclusion, what can we conclude? This is also not a feasible option for EMS. So two things we did already. We already did what? We already did acquisition, we already did joint development. Both also not feasible, right or not? So that means you're left with one last one. What is that one last one? Joint development, to see whether this is going to work or not. Okay, we take a break. After the break, when we come back, we continue with this to see whether this is going to be, is joint development going to work for the company. It has to work because the first two we already said not feasible. Okay, let's take a break. All studying for March exam.
But now getting better, right? Yeah, not better. Start lah. Because you just finish your dinner and you start class. Maybe there's a but it is not very very. If you eat in there, I think for you will get I think later is enough. Yeah. You poor again. Poor of the information.
Poor.
Not like you even when you do already if I do like asking. Finish.
My brain is just not working. No, some question my brain was not working. Then I was like, how to go work? One of them took like 30 minutes for my brain to warm up.
Huh?
30 minutes for my brain to warm up. No, I remember like, I think 1 whole hour. 8 o'clock then I have to pay attention.
I might all over the place here. Okay, but okay, at least now you're back.
What?
It's okay, I'm still okay.
Huh?
Early next week only you are working.
Walao. Last week, right?
Oh, it's 3 of you, right?
Yeah. She was there. Then Shopee asked about the homework. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, shit.
she do already.
NPR homework. No, it was due last week, what, the homework?
I thought it's in March.
The NPR homework.
SBL.
The homework. Because she take Roy class. Roy. No, she take Kami class.
Oh.
Then I remember how she not take the homework.
I thought she asked me your homework.
Yeah.
Then she do already. Because she
Yeah.
SBL. Oh, really?
I don't remember. I really don't remember how.
After that, I knew we did.
Hmm?
I knew we did.
AAA I'm going to take.
I think what?
AAA I'm going to take. Cause I don't know.
It's so fast. You left with how many more? This and one more.
This and 2 more.
Which two?
The option papers. Well, I didn't pass AAA.
What options so far you need to take?
You take 2.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, I haven't said AAA. I think it's still.
So left with AAA and what's the other one?
I haven't decided.
Why you take AAA? You got to do that.
No,
I don't know.
no. No, every time I took cause I didn't want to take that.
What? Really?
No. I don't want to.
That's very wrong.
Yeah, cause it's just about my job.
Cool, interesting. At least you will be like very
No, because I saw people right, the audit exam for the. We don't really take the lower level paper. The audit I did relatively well, but it's something. That's not much.
I felt the audit. Like
The lower-
foundation.
Yeah, foundation.
I hate audit.
No, the foundation right, the audit and the FR, that didn't see I was on fire or something. Out the audit and the FR I did very well. That's 70 something, 80 something. I remember. Yeah, then they even wrote a letter, they were like, congrats.
Were you like the highest?
Something like the higher. Yeah.
Yeah, because I very new people get something.
No, then after I was I just took audit and so I took fear, okay, let's say A and FR together. Then I didn't really study it because every time my volume was very heavy, I doing it. Then I managed to pass FR. Oh, okay. But even A, right? 2 times I failed. 2 times for 45. 45.
When you bother I do. Then are you retaking?
I haven't retake it. Yeah, we took it once, then I was just,
It's so irritating you.
45 twice.
I hate this kind of thing.
Wow.
Like it's a sign. You need to go back and study.
Oh,
you like so bad.
Daniel Chi.
That's how you know about it.
He's the one, the one. Roy is the one with the mustache.
I want to see. What he teach?
He teaches performance management. Yeah, 8 years. And he also teaches some SBA.
Oh, but it's the full-time one.
Yeah. No, but other his FBR class is they're better off with Samia, I think. And yeah, I prefer Samia.
as in he explained more.
No, because okay, Roy, right? Okay, Roy, thanks to like that. Yeah, you might fun. You point at the top. Yeah, 直接 straight down. I cannot, I cannot. Cannot, so much Roy, right? She took like 5-10 minutes to like bring up some watch thing. I took before, yeah. Watch thing, because I took performance management under him also. A lower level one. Then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take that with you. I don't know. I think EPM also quite boring.
Yeah, I was thinking of APM and APS. I like APM more than APM.
Yeah.
Finance usually quite interesting.
Huh?
Finance quite interesting.
Yeah, you.
But they try to explain.
No, but yeah, I like how some of these applications are really like. But I remember like the later half of like financial management, like you start to use all sorts of weird formulas. So I don't remember how like Sami did it, right? But he managed to make it all make sense. So that you don't really
He
feel
would explain it well, but then no,
I explained it very well, but suddenly all of a sudden really try like years later really try to go back to like things before what you learned. You're just like
I don't know.
I used to get
Yes, yeah, I can like his FM I pass, but
Yeah.
his SPR I couldn't, yeah. I went
Wait,
to
Sami takes teacher here.
What thing?
Sami teacher here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting the two today is SB. Yeah, for the SPR. But he explained that day like, oh, but then the result that time like,
Oh.
different. So I have a, I
Because, I feel like content is manageable. Just the application is just like, oh.
So I compare this and the SPR. What do you think?
This one is more possible.
Where?
Maybe I'll be too many things to memorize.
What do you want to be?
I don't remember. I got 50 something and I'm like, okay.
I think most of my exams are all get 50 something.
Yeah. Foundation paper, so. Oof. I think I'm going to be my second one. After 3 I can just one shot class.
You know, hard things, yeah. Every time I go exam, then you like throwing money.
Throw money. Not throw money. Actually, I went to choose my set.
Really?
Choose my set.
Right?
It did work.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I just did my set selection. In 2 months I need to throw even more money.
Oh, you really got, like, even your contract.
Yeah. Also, really? Yeah. So by the time we get right, it will be like age 30. Wow. 2 months time, I need to fork out like 45K. No, because SSN join me. SSN join me. So my unit I chose right. It's like 10 something for not even like the 40 something. It's 600 plus K. Then the highest we go, highest is like 700K plus. Then like then you add on the shitty add on right. You're looking at like 7 times then you spend 5% of that. So the spend daily right, you already overshot the first 180K and the next 180K. So at the third year.